What's up, everybody? Andrew Mahone here with Tricky Jim. Going to be playing a game on PTCGO today. Still getting ready for the North American International Championships. And today, we're going to play, Buzzgarb. Let's just roll with Buzzgarb, an old favorite of mine. Probably my most practiced deck of the season. I've spent the most time playing it. I mean, I was into Buzzrock for the longest time. I've scored the most amount of points this season with Buzzrock. But then I hopped over to the Buzzgarb train about halfway through through the season. I mean, somewhere around, St. Louis. Yeah, St. Louis, hopped on Buzzgarb and haven't really looked back. I just like the options that Buzzgarb has as far as shutting down abilities. I think it gives the deck a little bit more versatility, and your strategy versus decks with abilities isn't just run hotter than they do, which is the Buzzwole strategy for beating decks that use abilities. You're like, well, I hope I just run really, really, really hot and the things buff out. But Buzzgarb does get some really wonky hands sometimes. Case in point, here is a very wonky hand. Now, we do play two Lele's, so we could order pad for Mysterious Treasure, get ourselves a Lele, and dig ourselves right out of this hand. That being said, this is still a weird hand, and we are relying on a 50% coin flip to get us out of it. So it doesn't exactly feel the greatest, but that's fine. We do have a top deck. I mean, we could top deck something out of here. That'd be great. This deck doesn't play, and sure enough, there's a Lele, so we're good to go. This deck doesn't play a lot of basics, I will say that. There are just not a lot of basic Pokemon in here, so you do start Lele, quite often. I'm going to start off by getting a Buzzwole here, and then I'll order pad for a Nest Ball, see if I can get... Nope. I was going to see if I could do that. Now, the reason I got Buzzwole over a Trubbish is I don't even know what kind of Dusk Mane deck my opponent is playing here. They could very well be playing... Let's see, if I attach the Floatstone, then I could Lily for 6. That seems fine. Lily for 6, sure. So... the reason I decided not to go with the Trubbish there, just because I don't know, what kind of version of Dusk Mane my opponent's playing. If they're playing Magnezone, I'd be very surprised. Not a lot of... I'm just going to... Let's see, let's retreat. My opponent's probably not attacking on the first turn. So we're going to retreat into the Buzzwole and pass to my opponent. Not a lot of the Dusk Mane decks are playing Magnezone or any Pokemon with abilities, really. I have no idea. Most of these Necrozma decks are playing either Beast Box, which, if they're playing Beast Box and they're playing Naganadel, then this is probably going to be a pretty quick matchup. It looks like they are playing Metagross, though. So now I know. All right, keyed in. They're playing Metagross. Let's go get ourselves... let's see, we are going to need, weirdly enough, I can kind of get rid of a Buzzwole, I guess, but I don't really want to do that. We'll get rid of a Fighting Fury Belt. They are playing Metagross in combination with that Dusk Mane. They're going to try to accelerate lots of energy to the Dusk Mane here, and then just blow things up with Meteor Tempest. I actually played against another version of this deck that just played Ultra Necrozma instead, not too long ago. And that was very good. I mean, it was a pretty good version of the deck, not going to lie. I mean, they just ran super hot against my... Let's see, what do we got going on here? I did not get an energy off of that. Okay, that's fine. But yeah, they do not... I'm just going to blow this Nest Ball here real quick. I'm not going to get anything. I have a Buzzwole, and I have a baby Buzzwole in my hand. And then I'm not going to put that Trubbish down either. I kind of just want to save the bench spot just in case we see anything else that we want. I could snipe this Beldum here. I mean, that's what we're doing. I could go get a Fury Belt or something like that, but I think I'm going to save my order pad just in case. So let's just Jet Punch here, do 30 damage to the Beldum. And then next turn, I could order pad for Mysterious Treasure, get the Garbodor lock going, and that could be very good for me. The Ultra Necrozma version of this deck just teed off versus me the other day. It was nuts. They just got like turn 3, turn 4, turn 5, 210 damage. You can see my opponent does not have much going on here. So I'm going to see if I can get... Nope, no order pad. We are denied. So we're not locking things up with Garbodor. That's fine. My opponent's got nothing going on. They got no energy in the discard pile. So we're just going to attach to the active, and we're going to continue to Jet Punch our way, and we're going to try and take out that Beldum there on the bench. So if my opponent doesn't have anything this next turn, I'm going to hit this guy with Jet Punch, take a prize, limit my opponent's options. And this is the reason that I really don't want to play a Stage 2 deck at the North American International Championships, just because I feel like this kind of thing just happens, like where they're just dancing around, trying to stall. Double Max Potion. That's their hand. They're showing me, oh my gosh, they did get Guzma. Okay, so they do get to Algorithm here, though. That is like super good, actually. It's not the worst thing ever. They just double Max Potion to remove the energy so that they could Geotech System it to themselves. I do really like that. They also healed their Beldum, so it did not get knocked out. And now they're going to put a Rare Candy Metagross in their hand. If they put Ultra Ball and a couple metals as well, they will easily be able to attack this next turn with that Metagross. So we need something to work out here with the order pads. Nope, it's another Tails on order pad, and we are just sitting here like a sitting duck. My opponent's just got that Algorithm sticking. That is horrible news for me, and they might be able to set up here and really get going pretty easily while I just have to sit here with the Tapu Lele active. I have to imagine my opponent, okay, they did not get themselves the Energy Ultra Ball. I think just getting themselves 2 energy and an Ultra Ball along with that Sycamore would have been really good or something like that, or 2 energy and a Metagross just to get some more energy in the discard pile. I don't really agree with going and getting this Mimikyu. I don't think they necessarily needed that yet. So for me here, this is tough. I feel like, I could retreat the Lele. I feel like I don't want to retreat the Lele, though. I think I want to just save it so that if my opponent knocks out the Lele, which is kind of like low-key what I want them to do, then I can B-string and kind of go off. There's no point in retreating and jet punching and wasting a guy there. So let's save the bench Buzzwole as well. I'm going to save the bench Buzzwole. I'm going to save benching that. I don't really want to bench it yet. Just give my opponent something nice to knock out. They do play Cynthia, so that's good. I was really hoping that they would not play Guzma or anything like that. That would have been bad news for me. They are going to take this knockout on the Lele. I can Absorption the Metagross, so that is very good for me. And since they're going to be ahead on prizes, they need to get 4 energy onto this Dusk Mane here in order to attack. So I'm going to go in with this one and just use my B-string. Yeah, I should have promoted Free Retreater. Oh well, here we are. And we've got the perfect combo. We finally got an N. See, this is what I love about Buzzgarb, right? Is that you saw me drawing dead. I was drawing horribly, right? It doesn't really matter because this deck kind of loves to go behind in prizes. It loves to just let your opponent kind of tee off, and then here we go. See, this is the reason I'm not putting down the Baby Buzz, because honestly, I don't want the Baby Buzz. There's no point in sledgehammering this turn, and there's probably going to be no point in sledgehammering in this game. I just want to get 3 Buzzwole GX built up and make my opponent try to knock all of them out in order to take the game, and also while getting Garbodor online. So you guys see, I did get the Garbodor. I'm going to Mysterious Treasure away this Buzzwole here, and sure enough, there is Garbodor. So quick end of 4 B-string play. There we go. We're going to Absorption. We're threatening a back-to-back knockout. With potentially Knuckle Impact next turn as well. I'm going to Absorption this thing, and it's going to be a goner. I don't think I want to put down my Fury Belt yet, so that I have the option to Knuckle Impact for 190 if this Dusk Mane comes into the active, and I think I just want to leave myself with that option. So I'm going to keep the tools in my hand. Also, if my opponent happens to rip Field Blower, then I have the tools there. I don't really think that there's any point in playing either of those down, and we're Absorptioning for 240, so we're doing plenty of damage. So Absorption GX, knock out that Metagross, and you can see this is why I think Buzzgarb is just so good, because you can really just come screaming in and put a lot of pressure on your opponent, punish them very heavily for just taking a couple prizes, which is what, decks have to do. They're going to have to take a couple prizes. And what I love about this deck is that it can go ahead in prizes early and feel good about it. You can easily, sure enough, they didn't have anything. I've got another B-string. I don't think I have any fighting energy in deck, though. I think I might have prized some. Yeah, we've got no fighting energy in deck, so that's fine. I don't need it. Okay. But yeah, I mean, I could go ahead in prizes and feel good about it. I can go behind in prizes and feel good about it. Either way, I'm totally cool. And you can see here, I could just go and knock out this Dusk Mane here. We just go Guzma, take out the Dusk Mane. I've got 3 Guzmas in my hand. I literally don't need anything else to finish this game off. I'm just going to attach the basic energy there, retreat, and here we go. We're doing 190 again with Knuckle Impact. And you can see how this game is just escalated so quickly just because they took those 2 prizes. I got myself an N, and that's all we needed. This deck has got really, and it runs so many copies of all those cards that we need in order to go off. We've got 4 copies of N, which is like the best supporter in this deck because you want to be able to punish your opponent for going ahead in prizes. And then we play like 4 copies of B-String. We play Order Pad to help us go get those cards, even though you saw us totally whiff on those Order Pads this game. It did not matter. Now I've got a Sycamore. That's pretty cool, though I don't think I necessarily want to play it yet. I think I'm just going to go the safe route here. We're just going to Guzma up probably this Mimikyu, I think. That, or we could go with the Beldum. We'll go with the... no, the Beldum can evolve, and so the Mimikyu is always going to be there, so like that's good. So we're going to just bring this thing up, and we are going to retreat and just swing into it with Knuckle Impact. Good stuff. At this point, I feel like I want to just thin my hand as much as possible in case my opponent ends me. So there we go, Knuckle Impact, and all we need to do is hit Guzma for game, and we've got it there on the just benched full picks, which we know are going to be there. If my opponent tries to pull any cute stuff with that Mimikyu, they also lose the game because I only have 1 prize remaining, and unless they end me right here, I've got it. So you guys saw the classic shake and bake maneuver there with the Buzzgarb. Things are looking sketchy, and they tend to look sketchy a lot with that deck, but it doesn't really matter so long as you got your act together. By the time your opponent takes 2 prizes, then you can still win pretty much any game with that deck. So you have a ton of time to get your strategy going, but you can also just go off and be very aggressive. The deck can go off, get a turn 2 Garbodor. You could go get like, if you're going first, that's a lot of pressure. Turn 2 Garbodor, strong energy, fighting Fury Belt. You're jet punching for 60-30, or yeah, jet punching for 60-30, 60-30. It's just a lot of pressure there. So awesome game with the Buzzgarb deck. Gonna show it off real quick. Show off the list that I was running right there. I don't know. There are a lot of variations of this deck, a lot of different things that I'm considering putting in it. I do like the 1 choice band. You saw the 1 choice band get in there in that game. I think the 1 choice band is really, really good. And why not? With Order Pad, you can go Order Pad for it. The Counter Catcher is an interesting card that I'm trying out right now. I'm okay with it. I think it's pretty good. I also like the idea of playing like a random receiver in here. Once you get Garbodor up, just being able to Order Pad for a potential supporter is pretty good as well. But other than that, the backbone of this deck is very solid, very similar to the deck that Ian Robin took to the top 4 of the Madison Regional Championship. So that's it for Buzzguard for today. Thank you all for watching the video. Make sure to like the video, sub to the channel, ring that bell. Let me know what you guys think of Buzzguard in the comments below. Peace.